G-shit. Yeah. For the ladies. Shout out my nigga Flex. Trey Folk Connect. Dry your eyes. I see you don't even know that you a prize. Roll with me. I'm posted up days and night by the window. I saw you getting served inside the corner store, but never mind that. I salute you, my girl, because you bounce back like a soldier. Started with the bottle, graduated the crack, skipped the marijuana, so I'm smoking that. You've experienced the pain and entertained the wrong thing, stuck in the game, girl, but never for a moment. You the perfect example of a strong woman, and I love you, mama. You need another medal, Purple Heart ain't enough. That's why I write the song, your memory lives on. They gon' remember that. I got your back, to be exact. I spit these facts to let them know that.
Ooh, you're so pretty. Pay attention, girl, just listen. You're so pretty. Ooh, you're so pretty. Got me wishing good intentions.
Practice the art of deceit if you tryna compete, lil' mama. In this world of mine, I'm rolling around with my dogs. That all, you know I stick to hood laws. But you call, that's another situation. I'm dropping it all because with you I'm impatient. Can't never mistake it, this life I live it up, so it's hard to give it up. Getting to the money, know I gotta get a buck. The things I do is unprecedented. You tryna move forward, I advise do better than. I'm the man in my city, straight up out them projects, so you know I'm about my business. So you know the shit I've been in, huh? Mind blown, girls gone wild. I like my methods, how I hypnotize crowds. I say she's sexy and display a pretty smile. And for you on my way to the grave I will lay.
Ooh, you're so pretty. Pay attention, girl, just listen. You're so pretty. Ooh, you're so pretty. Got me wishing good intentions. You're so pretty. Ooh, you're so pretty. Pay attention, girl, just listen. You're so pretty. Ooh, you're so pretty.
My dues.
Yikes.
I paid my dues. I paid my dues. I paid my dues.
G-shit.
Y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough, I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough, I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough, I ain't with that bullshit. Nah, I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough, I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough, I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough, I ain't with that bullshit. Nah, I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough, I ain't with that bullshit. Tryna sing along, leave that alone, got nothing to do with this. Feds on me, can't be walking with no cane. Just gave 13, now my brother missing. Damn, I cannot walk, so when I walk I tie my shoes. Can't afford to be slipping, why making moves, guys? Project living, I'm encoded with that thug shit. And it's obvious, I'm still blurring, raging for shower. Yikes, yeah, you know me, didn't know he. All I need is Doki, take out your knee. Niggas call the police, headshot then I leave. But they got 4 kids, man, that's how that is. Damn, you sensitive, like you care about his biz. This ain't no cakewalk, nigga. You must like say slanging 8 balls, nigga. Sit your bitch ass down, stay a fuck around. Cause y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough, I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough, I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough, I ain't with that bullshit. Nah, I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough, I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough, I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough, I ain't with that bullshit. Nah, I ain't with that bullshit.
One thing for sure, 2 things for certain, we not the same. Quit rapping now, damn, you know shit done changed. Young nigga used to take off on the jump outs. Mama begging me change routes, that's why I hit them beats and spit pain now. Any nigga tell you Cree ain't good enough to make it. Point blank, that nigga hate. waiting for everything been taken out of houses. Started rapping in the basement, sleeping on my aunt couches. Selling dummy smokers in the fucking front bowing. I'm from the back of Easton, who the fuck you doubting? I ain't never had shit, bitch, I ain't the same. These niggas frontin' for with real niggas like Trey Game. Hell no, I don't gang bang, if you hit leaks, we on the same thing. Right here you get caught, a motherfucker don't say names. I told my kids one day we gon' get up out this shit. I pray to God for all the good and the bad licks.
Y'all niggas know when I hit the door, I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know when I hit the door, I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know when I hit the door, I ain't with that bullshit. Nah, I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know when I hit the door, I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know when I hit the door, I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know when I hit the door, I ain't with that bullshit. Nah, I ain't with that bullshit.
Yikes, nigga. Trey ain't bitch. OG, watch this shit, nigga. Got my little nigga Cree with me. Cree, what up? Got my little soldier, got Jay gone. White boy, Gallo in his motherfucker, ground zero. Got my little soldier CP in this motherfucker. Choke, what up? Out of Choke Studios, nigga. Free little bro. Trey ain't bitch.
It must be a challenge. Trying to keep your balance. With an ass like that. Yeah, it's fat. Okay. Okay, it's a challenge. Trying to keep my balance. I be walking with them racks. Yeah, them stacks.
Okay, KK, girl, you got some talent. Looking like Spanish. Big ol' ass, can't even fit your panties. Body language man, but you ain't understanding. Nah, I ain't your trick. That's my dog flaws. I'm scoping for a lick. Fuck with y'all talking. I know you got a trick. I like the little split. Before I forget to mention it. Like how you bent, high nipples, stand up on your titties, look low. Toes on fleek, nice smile, pretty little titty. Got a little tip, since you got your hand out like a cup, girl. I ain't even around here. Nigga tryna fuck.
It must be a challenge. Trying to keep your balance. With an ass like that. Yeah, it's fat. Okay, it's a challenge. Trying to keep my balance. I be walking
Radicalmike show, we are on the car.
Yeah, the stacks. You get up on stage, you go do your thing. I be so amazed. I gave you the game. I come every day. I can't walk away. Now I feel some kind of way. I don't know what to say. I might throw some ones. Okay, you the one. I got all the fun. Okay, girl, you want it. I might throw some hundreds. That's how bad I want it. Ooh, she bad, Michael Jag, gotta have. Look at that, wanna grab, wanna brag. I can't pass, throw it back. Look at you when you move, and you new, and you cute. I don't know what to do. You so hot, coffee soup. It must be a challenge. Trying to keep your balance. With an ass like that. Yeah, it's fat. Okay, it's a challenge. Trying to keep your balance. Trying to keep your balance. With an ass like that.
We ain't gonna play it again for y'all like that, about that. We gonna play some more music though.
Man, what I with it? These motherfuckers that made me do it, man. What they make niggas out here tripping off these bitches, man. You better get them, man. Shit. Get paid for this.
All right. Y'all tap in. Line up. About to get started.
We ain't tripping off no bitch. Nigga, that's just my hoe bitch. We ain't tripping off no bitch. That's your new bitch, nigga, that's my hoe bitch. Ron King, I'ma show you how to hustle. I'm young wax, cocky motherfucker. Don't wife her, cause she been ran through. Fuck a square bitch, yeah, I'm acting brand new. Real nigga, you a Facebook celebrity. I'ma keep the shit P, no BFE. Hit the liquor store, few blunts, pint of yak. Finish stunt on them, sixes on the Pontiac. She not average, man, she a bad bitch. We so loud, you can smell it through the plastic. I'm looking for a winner, have an interview with her. I knock her and I get my fee and then I send her. You ain't pimpin', nigga, you simpin'. Keep it gangster like D's on the minivan. Real nigga in person, nigga, real in my raps. Southside nigga, I was born in the trap. We ain't trippin' off no bitch. Nigga, that's just my hoe bitch. We ain't trippin' off no bitch. That's your new bitch, nigga, that's my hoe bitch. We ain't trippin' off no 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 bitch. On sweat hoes, I'm on to my next so she on back page doing $60 special. What you gon' do? Choose, lose, and stay confused. Couldn't afford me, bitch, if you wanted to. I ain't trippin' off no bitch. Nigga, that's just my hoe bitch. I ain't trippin' off no hoe, no bitch. Nigga gone with that hoe shit. Her pussy fire and it's hotter than an oven. He all in his feelings, ready to fight over his woman. Quit pillow talking, I don't make it no better. Gotta let a hoe be a hoe. You knew what she was when you met her. Red bottoms, 15 for the heels. Fuck around, set you down in North Scottsdale. He like her, huh? He want a wife for her. Stay true to the game, get your paper, bruh. We ain't trippin' off no bitch. Nigga, that's just my hoe bitch. We ain't trippin' off no bitch. That's your new bitch, nigga, that's my hoe bitch. We ain't trippin' off no 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 bitch.
Yeah. Feel me. Now you remember when I told y'all in the land of the blind that nigga with the one eye is king? They still can't see me though. And all they wanna hear is cars, clothes, chains, whips. Bad little bitch off a perky on my dick, yeah that. Why they got caught up in the image, I just made music. I'm a master of my craft, they a slave to it. Cars, clothes, chains, whips. Bad little bitch off a perky on my dick, yeah that. Why they got caught up in the image, I just made music. I'm a master of my craft, they a slave to it. I get it now, all you niggas brainwashed. Don't care about your talent, only care how much your chain costs. They still wearing shackles, what the fuck, I thought we took them off. Sambo niggas wearing masks, I see through it all. I stand out while you carbon copy stand in line. Just being honest, feel like the crown was always mine. Real nigga in my DNA, don't play with me. 1989 September 6th, but that was baby me. Black basilisk, know I'm bad for your damn health. No, they can't fuck with me cause I can't fuck with my damn self. I want the trophy, want the ring, and I want the belt. Told blood I got it, this for me. I don't need no help. I was on the block with a chop at 12 years old. Put that on my daddy, nigga. I will never sell my soul. He told me, man, make the money, money don't make the man. So it's on my own 10, I forever stay in pictures I envision getting clearer. Nigga on my grind and my dreams getting bigger. Yeah, I got hella plays. Put a nigga body, leave him stinking like for hella days. Wait, nigga don't play there. Fucking with the hand, please don't go there. Bitch, I'm ready for whatever niggas try me. I show no fear and I'm back up on your block, motherfucker. Please don't go there. Cars, clothes, chains, whips. Bad little bitch off a perky on my dick, yeah that. Why they got caught up in the image, I just made music. I'm a master of my craft, they a slave to it. Cars, clothes, chains, whips. Bad little bitch off a perky on my dick, yeah that. Why they got caught up in the image, I just made music. I'm a master of my craft, they a slave to it. Sometimes you gotta leave a nigga behind, just to show him time is money, I get money in time. Ayy, and every
I'm gonna run through a couple real quick, and we're gonna get the show started. Now, what's happening, y'all? Revelation. Reflection.
Can you look at your reflection? Wanna judge a book by its cover, set its code when this world don't love you. Can you look at my reflection? Gotta learn to cherish every blessing. The streets gave a nigga life lessons. Can you look at your reflection? Can you stand on your own? Survive through the moment all alone. Can you look at my reflection?
What up, my nigga?
Now a nigga flexing.
I feel it
Waiting for the enemies who testing. Can you look at your
Reflection
reflection?
on my mind, I thank God that I made it here. Perception and correction from Christ, I had to persevere. Tired of looking over my shoulder for all my worst fears. Feeling like the demons been chasing, I got a purpose here. A vision with a blemish of sin. I can't pretend it, but knowing that I'm morally wrong, I'm so relentless. The soul so down to the bones, I guess it's in me. Reflection on this world and my past, my cup is empty. The glare at the top of the pool, yo, that's reflection. Wavy image from all of the pain and neglection. Violent scars all on my face, that's recollection. And they ain't never been through this change, I'm resurrected. Blood on my palm in my hands, I guess I manned up. And they will never try me again, I'm choosing handcuffs. Just a meager image of me, it's time to stand up. A black man in this white man's world, and they
Can you
can't
look at
stand
your
us.
reflection? Wanna judge a book by its cover, set its code when this world don't love you. Can you look at my reflection? Gotta learn to cherish every blessing. The streets gave a nigga life lessons. Can you look at your reflection? Can you stand on your own? Survive through the moment all alone. Can you look at my reflection? Now a nigga flexing, waiting for the enemies who testing. Can you look at your
Reflection
reflection?
is a capsule of life, just gotta make it clear. No blemish on the image of winning, we gotta persevere. Pretending that we get it is gimmick, I see the struggle real. Gotta turn my back on these snakes, it seems like nothing's real. Submerged in the pain and it's crazy, but they don't understand. Looking death straight in his eyes, cause I got other plans. My neighborhood made me a soldier, but granny seen a man. Tried to live my life in these streets under the hustling. Looking at my seeds in their face, I see myself in them. Provide for anything that they need, and not just self-image. Daily wipe the sweat off my back, I'm in this hell living. Feeling all the pain in my palms like I got nails in them. They say it's cold when this world don't love you, but you gotta be a man when them streets come for you. Just remember that them seeds gon' love you, so you gotta keep your head look for y'all.
Can you look at your reflection? Wanna judge a book by its cover, set its code when this world don't love you. Can you look at my reflection? Gotta learn to cherish every blessing. The streets gave a nigga life lessons. Can you look at your reflection? Can you stand on your own? Survive through the moment all alone. Can you look at my reflection? Now a nigga flexing, waiting for the enemies who testing. Can you look at your reflection?
Yeah, reflection. Can you look at your reflection? Make sure y'all check out the grand opening of Detroit Hair Care Beauty Supply Store. Make sure you are there this Saturday, noon till 6, with all kinds of exciting stuff. Clothing line. I am actually thinking about introducing the Radical line. I'm thinking about it. But anyway, I need some mannequins and a couple of models. I need a couple of models, a full figured, a medium figure, and that tight ass. Yeah, boy. Anyway, so that's what's going down this weekend for sure. Coming up, make sure y'all check it out. I may do a little something at Detroit Hair. Oh gosh, today. Oh shit, we trying to get this car finished. Y'all putting pressure on me, but this is a big one. We need support for entrepreneurs. We need support for real sisters other than Kamala, the play sister. We're going to get to that. Because I have been reading some really peculiar comments online. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do right now. I know it ain't none of y'all are up, so that's why I got to do this late. Because this is not for, this kind of show ain't for everybody. You feel me? Boom. Let's copy the link. Let's see. Ooh. Let's do this here. Oops. Let's do this over here. Like this. What the fuck is really going on? I have to make that bigger. Bigger. All right. Man. Oh, shit. How did this happen? He tripping. Okay, so now we back to Kamala. Oh shit, we got a I am not with her, Mr. Burton. Okay. Let's see if we can get something happening here. If you are for Yeah, if you for Kamala, tap in. I want to hear from you. Oh my God. I shows do. Want to hear from you. I do. If you is for Kamala, tap in. Don't be playing. Hell to the no. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. How y'all doing anyway? Yeah, we're going to get into the show. You can believe that. I'm just moving around, checking some stuff out. Yeah, I just want to check some stuff out real quick. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta hold on. What is this?
I know that you, oh Lord, you say, you say me, Lord,
Shout out
I
to
know that you say, must Jesus bear, cross alone, Lord, that this world.
want to shout out to Elder Ronald Hinton Sr. has sent me a little something right here. And when anytime anybody send me some music, because y'all know I play all of the music. You feel me? Whenever I get some music. I got some music from a brother in Nigeria. I definitely got to play that for y'all. But what? Oh, take it off the screen. All right. So let me get back to Elder Ronald Hinton Sr.
This world I know that you say, no, there is a cross. Everyone.
Oh, stuff. I forgot. I can't play a lot of music because I might have to do something else. Because Facebook will just, people be tagging you and followers like they really fuck with you and they just tag you. Okay, so what is this? Are you rolling the dice with your future by only having work life insurance? Don't gamble your family's financial security. Ensure their protection with permanent life insurance. Don't leave your loved one's future to chance. Secure their financial well-being with life insurance today. Work insurance should only be a backup. All right. We try to give businesses a little shine around her. That's Miss Kennedy. Well, what else we got going on here? Somebody else. You know when people tag you and others, what's going on here? What do we got here? Let's get some audio.
You and your girls on the ride. play all day, up on the line. Say what, say what, say what, you know that I like it.
Now you know we can't play the audio to that. Y'all know we can't play the audio to that. But that's an event that's going on, the 10th year anniversary of Destination. Mm-hmm. A lot of stuff going on in the community calendar. On this week's post. What's this? I can 11 nightclub, Radicalmike, and then, oh, this must be some video of mine. Yeah, that's on my shit right there. Oh, okay. Let's see what else we got going on here. PSN tag. One first complete customer enforcement. Fine.
Big dog shit. They say I call all the hits. Big dog shit. From a distance, get you blitz. Big dog shit. They say I call all the hits. Big dog shit. From a distance, get you blitz.
Oh yeah, this was one of my first custom cars right here. This interior.
Oh no, why you make me jealous?
All right, downtown Phoenix, I had to pull up, y'all. This has been here since 1940s. It looks like it's abandoned because all the buildings are abandoned. But you park on the street or in here, you go through the back door. Yeah, go through the cashier in the back where they cook. Bam, you are there. This right here has been here since 1940s. New garden, y'all. Look at the size of these big egg rolls. I had to go.
Damn, that's the place I wanted to get that building years ago. I know exactly where that's at. Oh, you won't look. Hello. Okay. What's going on, baby, baby, baby? Hello. I ain't mad at you. For sure. What else I got over here? Doom, 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 doom. The Elder. The Popular Pose. Dun, 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 dun. I got a lot of stuff flagged. I be getting a lot of flag shit. No doubt about it. Call it on my Facebook friends this time about things about the fish. Okay. All right. So much for all of that. I'm trying to find if there's some really interesting, Kamala craziness. You feel me? I'm just trying to see what I got here. See what I got here. Good Lord Jesus. Boy, I don't know what y'all be cooking. Yeah, that's the look. Oh, just there is an imposter among us. What the hell? All right. So let's I was trying to find a oh, no wonder. I was trying to find you get out of here. Trying to find a Kamala. Let me see here. Launch your very own podcast. We doing TV now. Kamala 24 Harris. Ooh. Y'all done lost it. You can dislike a candidate without calling them the Antichrist or the woman of Revelation 12. It's weird. Boy, I tell you, man, this is just nuts what we are going through right now. We're going to have to talk to y'all. But y'all just don't get it. Where is that Kamala host that? It's got to be here somewhere over the rainbow. But, okay. No, come on. Now, we have Care Ortiz. He with Kamala. He's like, yo, bro, I got you. I'm with you. And I be asking these people, okay, why? I be asking them, why? Dun, 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 dun. We got the Big Homies podcast. Motherfucker let the bike get away. They hated Jesus for. Oh, all right. Okay. This is why we walk. Oh, yeah? Okay, we don't know what that's about. I ain't gonna look right now. Let me see here. What we got here? Oh, it's some young Bookie. Putting him on. What is Bookie doing?
Living in the world.
Focus on that first thing because it's gonna help you go into that second one.
Yeah, for sure.
100%.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Okay, that was, I thought I saw another Kamala around here. Somebody had another Kamala. What we got here? Marcus Knight. What we got here?
You want me just last day. Now at the door, but you never know. Say you want my love, but I'm never getting paid. Money for my dream, really dog, I'm not so sweat. Say you want me just last day. Now at the door, I'm getting paid. Look at yourself, like it's all that you need. Saying that you stay, talking at the same. Give it but you never know. Say you want my love, but I'm never getting paid. Money for my dream. Dog, I'm not so sweat. Say you want me just last day. Now at the door, I'm getting paid. Look at yourself, like it's all that you need. Saying that you stay, talking at the same. Give it but you never know.
Oh, boy. Okay, what we got here? There's some stuff. Redacted. What we got here? We're about to draw on Saturday. Okay. All right. No more Kamala? What? K-Dub Media.
Hey, Rick at that. Hand rush.
You cannot cry the motion out the picture. I'm probably another nigga off the liquor. I ain't gotta lie to her, you a trick. I ain't gotta lie to her, you a trick. You can keep it if she don't get me rich. At the store, I gotta buy the trick. 40 cal and that 9 is with us. Let him off for no time to get up. I been running around town like the nigga. Whole lot of racks on me, that bitch. Racks on me, that faces on me. Bunch of bitch with my babies on her. Got a bitch, I took the us as a donor. Tell a bitch I really do what I want. Back out, make it zoom, yeah. Back out, make it zoom, baby. Hot play, got room, baby. One man, tycoon.
That's that K-Dub Media shit right there. Y'all tripping. Y'all be sleeping. Y'all be sleeping. Let's do it again.
Hey, Ricky that. Rush. You cannot cry the motion out the picture. I'm probably another nigga off the liquor. I ain't gotta lie to her, you a trick. I ain't gotta lie to her, you a trick. You can keep it if she don't get me rich. At the store, I gotta buy the trick. 40 cal and that 9 is with us. Let him off for no time to get up. I been running around town like the nigga. Whole lot of racks on me, that bitch. Racks on me, that faces on me. Bunch of bitch with my babies on her. Got a bitch, I took the us as a donor. Tell a bitch I really do what I want. Back out, make it zoom, yeah. Back out, make it zoom, baby. Hot play, got room, baby. One man, tycoon.
Oh boy, that's cute. Ain't mad at that. Ain't mad at that for sure. All right. Okay. I've seen enough. Ladies and gentlemen. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. Can I give you a scenario for all of you that are hooked on Kamala? Let's focus for a minute. Since a number of you are hell bent on Miss Kamala Harris, y'all hell bent on calling Miss Kamala Harris let me get another one. That's not a bad one. I ain't had that one before. Okay. Let's do this one. Yeah, boy. Okay. Here we are. Kamala. Mm-hmm. Here he is. Y'all's savior. I suspect. Is that what we're dealing with? Is this what we are dealing with? This persona of blackness. Okay. For those of you, black women, ADOS women, do you think Kamala's folks think y'all can? Do you think anybody from Southeast Asia, from India, a Brahmin Indian? See, Kamala is a Brahmin Indian. In India, they have a caste system where you are cast into a level of existence by birth. If your parents were servants, laborers, blah, blah, you're going to be one too. And your kids too. See, Kamala represents the elite in India. The rich of the rich, rich. And they practice the caste system right here in the United States. They had a problem in Silicon Valley with people from India that had gotten here by whatever refugee means and got a nice job in Silicon Valley. There was a story about it. The other people from India that were of a higher class was like, yo, bro, you can't even be working here. Not with us. But like, oh, yo, bro, we're in America. You can't use that caste system in the United States. Oh, but yes, they do. They most certainly do. They not like you. She not like you. Nobody from India. Talk to anybody from India and see if they think you are a relative of theirs in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Talk to Obama's daddy. See if he think you black folks are in any ways related to them. So how, in fact, does Kamala get to be black? As the term is used loosely. Just because she have a dot of what black blood? I don't think Jamaicans call themselves. I don't think Jamaicans call themselves black. What do you think is going to happen? To be honest, I think Kamala is in a catch-22. And the problem is, oh Lord, stop it, cheap ass equipment. Okay, the problem is at this particular juncture in time, black people that are descendants of slavery are saying Kamala is not one of us, just like Obama wasn't. And these people been put in place. Now, she's in a peculiar situation in that the minority voices of the black community is calling for her to come up with a reparation plan. Right? Okay, so now we know from a historical standpoint, Abraham Lincoln, the father of the Republican Party, was responsible for emancipation. Now, the Democrats actually represent the Dixiecrats, which were the Confederate South. And after the Civil War, the majority of Black people, ADOS, American Descendants of Slavery, were Republicans. And at some point during the late 50s, early 60s, as the Democrats took on labor and became the party of labor, and the Republicans became the party of corporate big money. And you had the racists kind of thinking, well, corporations aren't for us, and the Democrats represent the little guy, the union, the labor. Well, we are going to support them, and just got put in a trick bag.
How many times has it flopped? And it's flopped 3 times.
How many times is what?
How many times has everything flopped as far as like from its origin? Has it flopped twice or 3 times?
Well, look, think about this. Think about the conclusion here. If in fact Trump believes, as he does, he don't believe it, but it's the story he's got to run with, that the election was rigged, right? Okay, so that means that Biden was an illegitimate president, right? Okay, now Kamala is inheriting the illegitimate presidency, right? Okay, so now Trump is in a situation where if in fact he loses, and the kind of guy that he is, I'm not going to lose to a woman. I wouldn't have wanted to lose to Hillary, but to lose to a Black woman? Oh, hell no. Trump not going for that. Trump's not going for that. Trump supporters are not going to go for that. Trump supporters are going to cry foul that the election again was rigged, re-rigged, and it's revolution time in America. If Trump wins outright, well, now Trump has a grudge going with the system, because even though Trump was the first ever twice impeached in one term president and attempted to overthrow the country, Trump feels like, wait a minute, a Black guy got 2 terms. Well, the fake Black guy, everybody think it Black, but whatever. Obama got 2 terms. I can't let the Black guy outdo me. Well, if he gets elected this time, that's not like 2 consecutive years. That's like 2 separate elections. So Trump is going to become the dictator, and he ain't going nowhere. If Trump gets elected, America will catch all kind of hell trying to get him out of office.
I heard, so I don't know if this is correct, but I heard that Biden's delegates were released. Is that factual, or is that just?
Well, but Biden, see, this is the thing. Constitutionally, Biden can't release anything. And some states, he can't get off the ticket unless he's dead. So she's gonna have to win the delegation at the Democratic convention, and it is going to be all hell to pay at the.
I know that, but do you think that, I mean, from what I remember, as far as when Obama came in, it was like somebody literally pulled a rabbit out of a hat. It's like, boom, Obama. And it's like, boom, everybody loves Obama.
Yeah.
And it happened literally like overnight. It's like somebody pulled a rabbit out of a hat.
Exactly. Well, think about this. Think about this. Obama's mother met his Kenyan father in Hawaii in college, got pregnant by him, got married to him against her family's will, and then after about 4 or 5 years, got a divorce. He went back to Kenya. She stayed in Hawaii with little Obama. And then she marries a guy that was an Indonesian officer in the Indonesian military, and then moves to Indonesia and raises Obama. Obama ain't nowhere near black. But because black people kind of want, oh, we got to have a win, we need to have some kind of savior. And the system says, well, we have this puppet that looks like you that we can present as you since you don't have a clue who you are.
Yeah.
And so we just get shuffled around, dude. I mean, I would hate for you to be in black shoes. It is a horrifying place to be. And we've just been pushed around and moved around. And here we go again with this play black person and stuff. She's already put so many people from India in positions and got people here from India in Silicon Valley. It's just, you know, we just do bad politics, and we don't have media that is going to give the truth, because the dollars buy the story. You know, I'm an independent broadcaster. We have an OTT system that is independent. I mean, I'm broadcasting now on social media, but I have an independent station that plays from our website, PhoenixStreetNews.com, and plays from the Connect to Your City app. We have 115 channels. We broadcast in 190 countries from our OTT system. And we have Trump TV, you know, because the thing is, if you got your story that you got to tell and you can back that up with facts, then you need to tell that story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's what I do. And my show name is What's Up with Radicalmike, and What's Up is an acronym for With History, America's True Self Unfolds Painfully. It is an ugly truth, but it is a truth that we're going to have to face so we can just get on with our lives and stuff, because we have been to see all of these other people, Kamala's people and others just got here since the mid 80s. America didn't even have immigration laws where Africans, people from the Caribbean, and other people were even coming to the country. So up until the 70s, to use the term black and white worked because it wasn't anybody here but black people that came from slavery and white people. That was it. But then after the 80s and the 90s and all these other weird people came in and said, well, you know, we can assume this blackness, since there not doesn't seem to be a definition for what it is exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So who we are has gotten lost in this whole program.
Yeah, I hate to interrupt you, but I just have a question. So let's say that those delegates, the delegates get released and something goes to some form of an open contest. Do you have any suspicions? I don't think Kamala Harris will be gone.
I don't think she. No, go ahead.
Do you have any suspicions as far as people that will be used? Because I'm suspecting something along the lines of Obama. It's like, boom, this guy, and everybody loves him, and it came out of nowhere. I'm expecting something like that.
Hey, you know, there is a guy. Oh, what the hell is his name?
Who is it?
They mentioned him. Well, they mentioned him briefly. They showed a little. I think he's in Congress or something now. What the hell? But anyway, it's that's the thing. And that's the thing we got to look out for, because right now what the climate is that the system needs to try to produce a realer looking black person.
Yeah.
But not one that is angry. You know,
Yeah.
So we got to get a tame one. And I like that suspicion of yours of who is this out of the blue, because she needs help, and for the most part it needs to just revamp. They need an official person to run and get nominated, and in this short period of time, because she's not the one. Everybody knows she's not the one.
Yeah, they're not going to use her. They'll find some other variant of an Obama, and it'll be like, boom, I'm here, and then I'll be like, oh wow, amazing. You know damn well they have one.
Yes.
Who is it?
I don't know. Hey, believe me, I wouldn't know. I didn't even know where Obama came from. And I'm 74 years old almost. I'm like, who is this guy? You know, they snuck that guy right in. It is amazing how it's done. And I got to be on the lookout. Now you have raised serious suspicion. Where are you calling from?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm in Venice, Florida.
In Florida?
I grew up in Lansing, Michigan, and I live in Venice, Florida now.
Right. What do you think about DeSantis ending the permanent alimony deal in Florida?
He's doing a lot. So there's that would be a relevant answer. Permanent alimony.
Yeah. He's ending. He voted to sign a bill to end permanent alimony, and it is
Is that just in the state?
Just in the state, bro. Just in the state.
Well, that's probably fine as long as it's in that state. Don't live in Florida. You know, you don't like that, don't live in Florida.
Well, you know, the reason why he and a lot of other conservative men are looking at that, because a lot of women say, I don't need a man, but once I divorce him, I need to live off of his income indefinitely. And what they're saying is, no, you don't. You've got a certain amount of time to get your own life back together. You don't get to live off his lifestyle and not be with him. He don't owe you indefinite caregiving. So
I personally like a lot of what DeSantis does because it should be Elon Musk said it should be easier to remove laws than it is to create them.
Oh yeah.
And I really agree with that. So he is creating laws like he recently created stuff that's helpful for me because I'm living in an HOA. And
you living in hell. If you're living in an HOA, you're just living in literally hell.
Oh yeah, you're allowed to have whatever. So now you're allowed to have a vegetable garden in your yard, and they can't say a damn thing about it.
Oh,
you're allowed to have a business vehicle in your driveway. They can't say anything about it. And then let's say you leave your trash cans out too long. They'll give you they have to give you like a 1 week notice or something before they can actually fine you for it.
Oh, the HOA is a racket, bro. Oh, that is the biggest scam. That's the biggest. It is the biggest scam for retired people and just people in general, man. You want to be able to, one of the things that I hate about the modern housing is that everyone looks alike. Man, I want to paint my house green or whatever. I don't want it's just nuts. And so
you can't paint your house in here any color that you want. There are a few colors that you can choose from.
Right.
From the protocol, and then you have to get approval. But these roofs are tile roofs, so these are big houses and they have tile roofs. So if you wanted to change the color of your roof, that's probably $70,000 realistically.
So, but think about this. Wouldn't it be cost effective to have a white or light colored roof that would reflect the heat other than absorb it, like the tan and
roofs? No, I'm a firm supporter of metal roofs, and we have companies here that make these aluminum roofs. They come through and put them on. They're amazing. However, they affect your cell phone signal. So you'd have to put a booster on the top of the roof for your cell phone stuff. But,
right.
They're great. Those aluminum roofs. As far as the storms, I mean, they consider them lifetime roofs, and you'll have a bad storm that will come through, and they'll hold up.
Why do y'all live in Florida when you know every other year or two everything is going to wash away?
You know what, man? I question that every day. I mean, sit in my car and just relax without my AC on, and I can get out of my car. It looks like I was just swimming in a pool, and I mean, it's beautiful, but it's crappy simultaneously. What do you recommend for a nice place to live?
I'm in Arizona, dude. I'm not going anywhere. This is it for me. It gets hot as hell for about 3 months, 2 months. And the rest of the time, it is an amazing place to be. With no weird weather. We get a little monsoon, might have this little dust storm in this time of the year or something. Other than that, man, come on.
What about winds? Are the winds pretty calm there?
Pretty calm.
Wow.
I mean, other than this little time of the year, sometimes we get really windy because we have this, it's like a desert tropical storm, but it's in the desert. And we get these big dust storms called haboos, and they just smother the landscape as they blow through, because it's desert and there's so much dirt And when one of these little storms like that come through, it just picks up a wall of dust, and it just comes through and just kind of coats everything nice and dusty and stuff, and you get out, blow everything off, and back to normal. You know,
It doesn't get like super cold over there.
nah.
Well, it gets hot for 3 months, and that's it.
It gets well. I mean, it's going to get like, we got global warming, so like right now it's 97 degrees at what the hell time is it? At 1:15 in the morning. It is 97 degrees.
Okay.
But it's no humidity, dry as a bone. You can go outside. It can be 112, and you may not even break a sweat. It'll be hot, but it's dry.
Okay.
So unless you're out just really moving around doing something, and stay hydrated, you may sweat, but other than that, nah. It's not like being in the South, in the East, in Alabama, in Georgia, in North Carolina. Oh, hell no. We don't have mosquitoes. We don't have mosquitoes like that. We don't. Oh, nah.
Have you ever been out in southern Alabama?
Oh yeah, I'm from Alabama.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm from Birmingham area.
I drove through there about 2 years ago on my way back from Texas.
And
I was like, oh man, this is so beautiful.
Oh yeah,
man.
Oh, I would love to move back to Alabama. It's so because I lived in a rural area growing up, so it's still country and trees and woods, and it's just it's nice.
Yeah, I had a weird detour that I took for some reason, and my GPS said, well, it's actually faster if you go this way. And it was a weird detour, which I'm sure the people that lived there hated it, but it was all dirt roads.
Oh, Lord.
And it was absolutely beautiful, stunning. And I'm like, holy smokes. And
yeah, you got pine trees that are like 1,000 feet tall in through Alabama. It is just it's crazy. At 5 o'clock, it's dark because the trees are so tall. So many trees,
Yeah, everybody like had all these cool country houses, and there was all these just dogs hanging out together. And I'm sure, like, I don't know if they were neighbors' dogs just communicating with each other and hanging out. But I had to be like really careful so I didn't like run these dogs over, but there were tons of them. Like there were just dogs everywhere all over the road. And
really? That's interesting.
yeah, it was a weird route. And it's like, if you go this way, it'll save you like, 30 minutes. I'm like, okay, and I took this weird dirt road route. And
man, what kind of vehicle you driving?
I was driving a Chevy Malibu when I did that.
Oh man, it was a guy that did something similar to that out here, and he took this. Okay, GPS said go this way, and it was like a trail, and he was like couldn't get out. You know where it was? He had to call a rescue. Oh man, you got to be careful with GPS. GPS, even if you know the city and you just put it on, GPS will have you doing things, man. You're like, come on, good thing I know where I'm going.
Oh man, I walked out. Whatever the heck I did, man, I walked out, and I'm like, that's why they call it Sweet Home Alabama. I mean, that was just beautiful.
Oh yeah, that song is still probably one of the best country song. Yeah, hell yeah. So where were you watching that on YouTube?
Watching what? Your channel?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching it on YouTube.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's good. That's good. Cause I used to have a channel years ago.
Sorry.
What was that?
Yeah, I actually located it just because I did a filtered search. So I did StreamYard, and then I filtered it to live
Uh-huh.
as far as channels that were live, and I got off a channel that was gone, and I got with a bunch of people, and I saw yours. I'm like, post the link or whatever, and yeah, I just ended up calling the number that you had on the screen, and here I am.
Yeah, man, that is interesting. How old are you?
I'm 36.
Okay, sucks. You're a young guy. Damn. Well, you married?
I just turned 36 yesterday. No, I'm not married.
Right. Why?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I've just been working a lot.
What kind of work you do?
Construction.
But
my construction stuff started in my early, probably 21. I was going into the military, and I got pulled aside. Like, hey, I heard you going into the military. You know, this guy owned a large plumbing company that did nationwide business. And he was like, I'd like to put you in a plumbing boot camp and put you into a plumbing apprenticeship. And it's not going to be fun, but, you know, he put the money on the table. Like, hey, this is what you'll make. And I'm like, well, shit. How do I do that, you know?
Yeah.
So I got shipped out to Casper, Wyoming.
Oh, man, that had to be a shock.
With my plumbing apprenticeship. And I thought, yeah, it was terrible. Yeah. I didn't have anybody shooting at me, but it still wasn't fun. We were doing like 714s. We had Sunday off one day, and we went out prairie dog hunting. So we went up to the top of a mountain, and we were shooting prairie dogs with high-powered rifles, like 223s.
Yeah.
Mini 14s, stuff like that. Same round.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we were just blasting prairie dogs off a cliff, and it was actually really fun.
Man, look, I grew up in the South, so I started hunting when I was about 13 and stuff. So, dude, being out in the woods, and that's just a different kind of that's a different kind of guy thing. So hunting prairie dogs out there was probably pretty sick. So did you get to be a pretty good shot?
I grew up like a kind of a farm kid myself. So I was used to the woods, stuff like that. But when going out there wasn't any woods. There was no trees. It was like desert and mountains and desert. There weren't any trees out there.
Yeah.
You had antelope, you had a ton of prairie dogs, and you had a Walmart. That was it. So to me, that was like really, really weird. So I've always been a good shot, but whatever.
Right. Were they surprised?
Well, I mean, like when I was a kid, we used to go out squirrel hunting, and we'd have squirrely noodle soup. I don't know if you've ever had squirrely noodle soup.
Oh, I've had squirrel. I've eaten a lot of squirrel, not the soup, but
squirrely noodle soup is really good.
Really?
And I ate a ton of squirrel when I was a kid. But we didn't eat any of those little prairie dog things. And I'm kind of curious how they taste, you know.
that's country right there. Yes, because I'm sure, dude, I would have been like, man, I think I need a prairie dog trap. I'm coming back out here later on today and I'm having prairie dogs. Oh, because I don't see how prairie dog being much different from a rabbit.
Yeah, I don't either.
You know,
I was just talking to my dad about this because my dad retired, and now he's like a weird hillbilly guy, and he sits off his back porch and just shoots everything. It's like these squirrels get near my bird feeder, and I gotta shoot them with my 22. It's like, no, I'm like, well, if I ever come up there, I'll just take them off your hands and I'll eat them.
Yeah.
And then he sent me this photo of this raccoon. He had this raccoon by the tail, and it's like, man, I shot this thing like 3 times. It put up a huge fight. Sitting there with his 22 holding a raccoon by its tail. I'm like, you gotta be fucking shitting me. He's just shooting the shit out of everything.
Oh man, where is he living at?
He's in the Lansing, Michigan area, but it's in the country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, I could.
He's shooting everything, man.
Oh, I could see that. A squirrel.
It's like a video game for him. Like if it's there, he's got to shoot it.
Hey, you need to tell him he needs to start recording it. Oh man, the animal rights people would just be going nuts, and it would be just all kinds of content. He needed to just set a camera up while he's sitting out there. He said, "Oh, hit the camera, record. I think I got one," and stuff, and it's,
no, like half the time when I'm on the phone with him, he's in that same scenario. So I'll be listening to him. He's like, "Okay, I got this in my sight." He's like, "So bitch, I missed it."
He said, hold on a minute, I got one.
Like 2 years ago, he shot a raccoon and it was stuck in a tree. And the raccoon got all bloated and it was leaking fluids on the ground.
Oh.
Their dog, for some reason, their dog decided to roll all over the fluids after this raccoon was bloated and leaking the fluids. So
right.
The dog just rolled all over it. The dog went into the house.
Oh no! Oh no! Look! Oh wait a minute! Hold on! No, we need your dad TV. Oh no! We need to just go down there and just sit for about a week and film. Oh God, no! Oh, he's killing me. Grandpa. Oh man, my dad. Oh no, that is a show right there, all in itself. He's just sitting out. He's got binoculars. He can't wait for something to kill.
He's like, what am I gonna shoot now? And he don't eat it. Dude, you gotta start eating these squirrels. They're really good.
Yeah, they are.
I can assure you they taste great. Like you need to start eating these.
Yeah, they're good for you.
They're great.
Yeah, he's probably sitting up eating a burger and passing up the squirrel. Oh my God, this is just too much. Man, you're the best call ever. Oh God. Because generally I do your story interviews and I just go through people's whole story and generally takes about 2 or 3 hours. when I do interviews. So people generally just stay away from me. They're like, no, I'm not gonna call that guy and get on an interview. That guy's gonna find out everything and stuff. So, but your story, never gets to be told. Your story is a whole movie in itself. But the average person's story, they die with it. They don't get to tell it and, blow by blow. Because what I was looking at doing years ago was getting elderly people and have them to just tell their life story.
Okay.
Before they die, just the whole thing, the good, the bad, the ugly, the bad kids and stuff, the marriages or whatever and stuff, hated when she outlived Bob and stuff, it's cause now we're having out here, because this is a pretty much a retirement state like Florida. This is a retirement. This is the other retirement state. It's Florida in here. And so you get a lot of people that grow old together out here. So now you're getting old guys doing the mercy killing we just had a guy about a month ago. His wife was wheelchair bound or something, and he was 82. He's like Biden, and he's been telling how long he's been taking care of her and trying to take care of her. And so he shot her and shot himself.
Was that the guy that you had on your channel, or was that?
No, that was just a guy in the area. Old guy. This was just because I do news too. A lot of times I'll run through some news stories, and that was a news story that I covered a couple of weeks ago and stuff, because our magazine initially was a news and entertainment directory that catered to bars, nightclubs, restaurants, and other entertainment venues. And we did business printing and digital advertising. And then just last year, I got lucky and got into an OTT system that a guy here built himself about 10 years ago.
Okay.
And he built it initially for cell phones as your modern app and stuff like that, phone thing. And so he sold that, and then he kind of recreated it on a desktop platform. So now it looks like, with the connect to your city, it looks like your basic cable channel, where you can vertically go down the channels and horizontally see what's playing on those channels. So he created a system like cable for radio and TV. And they're like 150,000 bucks for a system, and you can broadcast. You can pretty much have your own NBC or CBS or ABC, and now you got to put programming on it. So now you got a TV network that runs 24 hours a day. Okay, so now you just became a television programmer.
Is that just strictly internet based, or is that something completely different? And is that more along the lines of what you'd find like with the digital antenna, but it's an alternative?
No, it is strictly internet based with a server, with our own server and everything. So as long as you got an internet connection, you can pick it up, but you can pick it up through the Connect to Your City app and pick it up on Roku or Amazon Fire Stick or Apple TV and all of and all of those platforms as well. And from my website, you can get my station and my radio player. And now I'm in the process of taking the radio player, which now is, say for instance, you go to Sirius XM or Spotify and you've got premium and you're just listening to music in a loop. So right now I have music in a loop, and because we are licensed, I can play national artists. They're going to get royalties. And because it's in a short loop based on how many songs I got in the loop, their songs are going to play over and over. So now I've got to do some programming with getting DJs or selling DJs packages where they can do 2-hour shows, play whatever music they want, and sell advertising on their show during their show to pay for their show. So they can be on from 2 to 4 or 6 to 8 or 10 to midnight or whatever whatever hours of the day that they want to be on, 2 hours a day, every day. So most DJs are just at some club or doing DJing on the side, wish they was on a radio station. But now with this platform, I get the opportunity to give people opportunity to actually be a DJ if that's what you really want to do.
You can theoretically do that through YouTube. So let's say you had a YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
You could assign brand managers, and it's actually not that difficult to do.
Uh-huh.
And you can allot permissions pertaining to the brand managers. So you could run, theoretically a perpetual stream, which I've ran streams for months at a time myself.
Oh yeah? What kind of content?
The last project that I was working on was a very weird comedy project. So it was I was brand manager for which I still am, brand manager for a weird comedian. His background was he grew up a Jehovah's Witness.
Right.
So the guy is a complete Bible banger. And he got out of the whole Jehovah's Witness stuff, but he's still a Bible banger, but he got really into comedy. Now he's a Christian, but he just makes really weird comedy, but he pays a lot of respect to the Bible in his content.
Uh-huh.
He uses like 4 different characters that he does, and I'll swap through them based upon his beard schedule, which is, depending on how long his beard is or how short his beard is, it just goes through a beard cycle, and his characters all cycle through how his beard thing is. So one of them is like one of them is a full blown preacher, and he uses a backdrop of a church, and he has this ministry, which you're probably familiar with the whole thing. All these people want to create their own ministries and stuff like that.
Oh, wait a minute. I do, but being that I'm from the South and grew up pretty much in the church, I periodically do a church where I act as a minister, and I do my my same conversation but from a preacher kind of narration. But I got another story for you you would love.
Shoot.
I do a story called Creation, where is God and God is going through the creation process and how man how the relationship between God and man. So I have this little story about the creation and the Garden of Eden and the whole thing and Eve and everything. And it's a nice little story. And the last time I told it online, a guy says, "Why don't you put that to music and sell that?" I was like, "Oh, I don't know, but you might be the guy." Okay, so this is a story. And since I do weird lives anyway, and I'm only an hour and 30 minutes in, and I generally do 2 hours minimum, this is perfect. Okay, this is the creation story. And you know how the story goes. God creates the heavens, the earth, and everything, and sitting back, relaxing after creating everything. And it's like, damn, this is great. It's fantastic. The ocean, oh, look how the water goes against the shore, and the birds, and the wind and the stars and everything. And sitting back, he's like, now that looks great, but how can I enjoy it? Just looking at it like this, it looks fantastic, but I got to be able to enjoy it though. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to create me in the flesh. Okay, I'm get all the elements here. He got the clay, molded it into his own image, right? Blows a little breath into it, bam, voila, man, Adam, my son, me, actually. So now God, the creator, has made himself, itself, into life, in the flesh. So it's like, okay, this is pretty cool. I like this. I'm gay. I get and the story goes, God created man in his own image and likeness with all his power to rule over the earth and everything that creep, crawl, move, whatever. Man is in total power of everything. Okay, so God is thinking one day, Adam is having a great time, and he tells Adam about the tree. Don't, Adam, whatever you do, don't, don't, don't do nothing with the tree right here. This is just out of your, just don't. Adam like, all right, cool. Adam is like man thing and follows instructions pretty good. So he don't do that. God is thinking one day, I gave man all power except the power to create life. He can't do like I did and create him and created myself. He can't create another me, another him. He's going to just be here by himself forever and ever and ever. Like, I'm gonna have to go back to the drawing board. How am I gonna do this? All right, cool. So God's having this conversation with Adam and walking through the garden. And so he says, Adam, you've been here in the garden all by yourself forever, because God time, tell him how long Adam been in the garden by himself. And God's like, I'm gonna have to do something with this. I'm gonna have to get somebody to hang out with or something. And God, Adam is like, what? What you talking about? So I tell you what, look, there's some little berries over there. These are some great berries, Adam. Look, and take a bite of one of those. Adam, like, oh, okay, whatever God says he got to do. He takes a bite. That's pretty good. He's knocked out. Oh, man. So in the process of what God does is he figures man is both male and female. Adam is man and woman, yin and yang. So what he does is, the story goes, he took a rib, took one little rib and made a whole woman. Nah, let's be realistic. He probably just split Adam right in half. You got the male side and the woman side on their own. Splits them in half. You got the yin and the yang, got Adam and Eve. Adam wakes up. Oh, what the hell? Who is this? God like, no, don't trip, Adam. She's cool. She's your helper. Gonna help you around the garden. And Adam is like, well, there's nothing to do around the garden. Everything in the garden is cool. Well, whatever, Adam. But make sure you tell her, don't mess with the tree. Now, you never heard God ever talk to Eve about anything. He always talked to Adam. Adam, you're supposed to run things. You tell Eve what she's supposed to do. Everything's going to be cool. All right, cool. So Eve is out in the garden having a great time. Garden is cool. Everything, there's flowers and stuff. She looks in the little pond. Oh, she looks beautiful and everything, and she's frolicking through the garden and she comes up on the tree that she ain't supposed to mess with. And the story goes that there's this serpent, there's the devil, there's this evil being in the garden that talks Eve into biting out. Nah, nothing like that. But who is in the garden? Eve is in the garden. What is Eve? Eve is woman. What is woman? Curious, defiant. That's woman. She's just like, oh, that tree is so fantastic. It looks so beautiful. I don't care what Adam said. What does he know? Bam. She gets the apple, takes a little bite, and gets this freaking sensation. Like when your flesh crawl, you get this little hair standing up on your neck. And she's like, ugh, wow, that's something different. She takes another bite, freaking nipples, stand, pew, oh man, bing, the JJ starts to kind of leaking and stuff, and she's getting these weird feelings and everything, getting hot and stuff, and she's like, oh my God, what's going on? Oh, I gotta tell Adam. She's running through the garden, and Adam is chilling like usual, doing guy stuff. And he sees Eve in the distance coming, and she's like she's floating. It's like, and Adam is like, oh my God, what the hell is going on here with Eve? And Eve like gets to him, and she's like touches him, and Adam is like, whoa, hey, whoa, what you doing? She's like, Adam, I don't know what to do. I bit the apple. She's like, what? He's looking around like he knows God is somewhere. Like, what you talking about? You eat the apple. He's like, yes. I don't know what to do, Adam. And the guy, he's got to be protective, like, okay, maybe we'll figure it out. Maybe it's not going to be that bad and everything, and he holds her like everything's going to be cool and stuff. And she says, and she looks at him, looks him in the eye, and she says, Adam, you got to try it though. I've already bit it. You got to, come on. And she's got the apple is like right in her cleavage right there. And Adam is like, okay. And he takes a bite. And he takes another bite, and he gets that same kind of sensation, the hair on his back and everything. And he's like, and he takes another bite. And then what happened? He gets a freaking erection. And he'd been in the garden for years. He never had that happen. So what the hell? Eve looks at it like, ooh, Adam, what's that? Ooh, Adam, like, I don't know. Never did that before. Like, what the hell does it do? I don't know. She says, what do you got? And she's like, well, I got that. And he's like, oh boy. Well, what you think they go together? Like, I don't know. But let's see. Like, okay, bend over. He's in there. This apple is like super, super, super Viagra before there was Viagra. And they're like going at it. Oh man, like 40 days and 40 nights. Boom, 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 boom. At it. Ooh, wee. Finally, it goes down. Now I'm like, oh, he's like, oh yeah, boy, I'm exhausted. So they doze off and a little nap in God time in the garden is like months. They doze off, they wake up. Eve has got a big bump in her stomach and everything. And Adam is looking like, what the hell happened to you? What's going on? She's throwing up and stuff. Adam is like, oh, okay, I'm going to have to talk to God now. And he's like, what the hell is going on here? So he walks off into the garden like, God, where are you? He says, oh, Adam, I see you guys been in the tree. Interesting. He said, yeah, I know, God. Yeah, we did. We did tree and stuff, and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. But what's going on with Eve? She's like, got this thing happening with her. He says, well, Adam, I promised you all power, including the ability to create life. Because, see, you being me, you will live forever through procreation. I give you everlasting life. You are the God. You're going to have to work, though. But you the man now. Now go and populate the world. Mr. Man, pat Adam on the back and stuff. Another week or two later, got the baby and everything, little Adam. And the rest is history. But the part about that nobody likes is that man gets everlasting life through procreation. Now, the Christian philosophy is one man, one woman. But that's only in the New Testament. In the Old Testament, oh yeah, you get everlasting life, you get multiple wives. Because genetically speaking, she can only have children for so long. She only gets so many eggs. And she's going to run out. But a guy, all the semen is swimming forever until death do they part. A man that's healthy is reproducing into his 80s, as in Al Pacino and those guys have proved that that's the way it's done. For man to live forever, he got to keep procreating. But in this society where women rule, now they get to determine how long you live. Because they say, I ain't going to have no babies. I'm just going to have one. I'm just like, really? Oh, you get to decide that. I'm the guy. And that's not the way this program is working. Because I'm the God here. You are the facilitator. Remember, in the garden, you're the helper. Thank you. Because nowadays you get women that say, you're a man and you came from a woman. I'm like, really? Oh, you don't remember the creation story then, huh? No, I didn't come from a woman. You came from me, so I came from myself. Actually, not from you. You just happen to be the incubator that my creator put here to facilitate me in everlasting life. Don't get it twisted. But I mean, we've been kind of brainwashed over time. Although outside the United States, whether it's in Africa or in the Middle East or Mormons, you get to have a bunch of wives anyway, like you're supposed to. And if you like yourself, you want more of you. You really want another you. Like, yeah, I'm gonna make my next me, much better than this me. And that's your job, is to make the next you better than the last you, because the times coming are going to be intense. But your kid is going to know what you know, and you're going to know what your father knew. And together, y'all got the past and the present pretty much locked in, up to the point where it repeats itself, because everything repeats itself. Life is a nice little cycle movie that just has new characters playing the same old movie. And when you know what character you played back in the day in the movie, oh, you continue to play that same character throughout the eons of the movie. If your father was a king, well, you just quite naturally going to be a king. Just like your father is a hell of a shot, and you shoot pretty well too. I can see y'all together picking them off and stuff. That'd be not. No, Dad, I got this one. And stuff. and
hey, I want to eat that. Where's your crock pot?
Yeah, hey, look. I got a crock pot. Don't play. I'm an old guy. I live by the crock pot. Oh no. And when the air fryer came, now I get to cook it fast and then throw it in the air in the crock pot.
I'll pull it apart, and if I got a squirrel, I'll yank everything apart, get it real clean. I'll soak it a little bit of salt water, a couple hours, and I don't use crock pots anymore. But those new pressure cookers, like one of those big fancy new pressure cookers, those things are great, man. They're great. They're wonderful.
Oh man, you're talking about pressure cookers. You're talking about canning and all kinds of stuff.
Oh yeah, man, they're amazing.
Yeah.
I don't get into canning. I don't farm. I'd like to.
Man, you're gonna need to.
I know. I want chickens and stuff and all that, and I'm like, man, that's just pretty dumb. But
no, chickens are great. When I grew up in the South, we had chickens every Sunday, fresh chicken. It's go to the little chicken coop and hook a chicken, and man, ring the neck. Like, that was the cruelest thing. Chicken gotta die and stuff. Yeah, man. But that's fresh. Everything was fresh. You gotta have that. Even when you do things like greens, you can do greens in like a big flower pot, and you don't have to cut them down. You just trim them, like prune them, and they just regrow. They just grow forever. Oh yeah, you just cut the outer leaves enough to make a salad. You don't have to cook them or anything. They're fresh. Just cut them up and throw some salad dressing and some fruits in there, and you've got a whole meal.
Now down here, if you want to do that shit, you have to do like a raised bed garden to make it work.
Oh, what, you guys got too much moisture in the soil?
It's all sand.
Oh.
So yeah, it's all sand over here. We're right by the beach. So if you wanted to do that here, you'd have to do a raised bed garden. You'd have to have the place to do it. So.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's pretty pathetic.
Oh man, I would.
I love your Adam story though, the God and Adam story, and I've been infatuated with that story, but you might disagree. I've came to the conclusion that is of Egyptian origin.
Yeah, that is.
And that would be the story of, it would be not Adam, but it would be A-T-U-M. So it'd be Adam.
Yep.
And there was a female, so it wasn't Eve. It was a female creator goddess that was with Atum. And it started with an E, allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently what they're stating in their mythology is that Adam was the man that not sharded like shit his pants or anything, sharded like split himself into a million pieces.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that even, well, when you go to Rome and they have the Holy Trinity, that is a black man, woman, and child, which is from Egypt.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the mother, what you call them there? She's the Madonna is black. But you know what's so weird about that is that the Catholics keep that kind of a secret, but out in the open at the same time.
Yeah.
It is weird, but you know, the character in the Bible that theoretically is the only real person in the Bible is Alexander the Great. And Alexander is responsible for Christianity, and because he in his
Why in the hell is Alexander the Great? Why are you saying that he's in the Bible?
Well, he is. Yeah, he is. He is in the Bible, and he was born at the same time that they say the Jesus character was born, lived the same length of time, was about 33 whatever when he died. But in the process of his reign, he conquered all of northern Africa in like 10 years, 10, 20, 10, 50 years, because he only lived to be 30 some years old. And in the story of Alexander, he's actually Alexander the Greek, but they call him Alexander the Great. But when he went into Egypt, the story kind of goes that he was so amazed because they had lights. They had lights in Egypt because they found batteries in the pyramids. So, and he was amazed, and that they were so open, and he thought, oh yeah, we're gonna have all of this.
Yeah, but where would you go about discovering that type of information? I've never heard of it.
Well, you can just check out the story of Alexander, his birth, because he was a real person. When you
No offense to anybody, but wasn't Alexander the Great, gay?
well, I don't know whether he was, probably was, but he was Greek, so he probably was.
Oh, got it.
Of course he was. Yes, indeedy.
One of my best friends is from Greece, and he's like, it's a lot different in Greece than it is in America. So in Greece, you can marry a woman if the woman is 13 years old, as long as there's parental consent.
Right.
So that's a lot different. It doesn't matter if you're 40 years old. If you're 40 years old, you can marry a 13-year-old girl if you have parental.
If the parents agree.
If the parents are like, that's fine. Yeah, you can marry a woman at 13 years old.
Good Lord.
Way different than the U.S. And that's modern law. That's modern law right now in Greece right now. I mean, he was working for me. He was just helping me out, do some trim prep. And I'm like, what? Yeah. If you live in Greece, you can marry a 13-year-old girl if her parents consent to it.
Oh, so they still have arranged marriages. Yeah, for sure. Because in that deal, the guy, okay, he got a little money, he's got a little prestige, he's got a little something. So yeah, we're gonna give our daughter to him because that's gonna enhance what we have. Oh yeah, that's crazy. So do they still have the bath houses and all that kind of stuff?
I don't know much about that.
Wow.
I haven't been there myself.
Yeah, check that.
I could technically qualify for Italian citizenship.
Oh.
It would give me, I could actually like go through all of Europe with that. I don't ever want to go to Italy. Like I don't fucking care, like no offense to anybody, but I love the United States of America, and I think that place is a shithole. And I think Europe, for the most part, is probably a shithole. So
yeah. Well, when they were, what was the during the pandemic, one of those, it's got to be Rome, or it's got to be Italy, because that's where they go do the canoe thing, and you're going down the little yeah, the little boat things. Right. And the prior to the pandemic, the little creek, the thing that they float down, you couldn't see nothing. It stink. It's because I got a couple of friends that said they went there and it was like, oh my God, the place just stink because of the water. So just rancid. But during COVID, it cleared up. It cleared up with everybody just not doing stuff. It cleared up, which was the same thing that happened in China. In China, they had this blue sky effect, and people were outside taking pictures of the sky in China because they haven't seen the sky in 20, 30 years. It's been that polluted in China forever. And when COVID hit and all of the factories that shut down and all of that, the sky actually cleared up and people were outside taking pictures because they hadn't seen the sky in so long.
I bet, man.
That is crazy. So at the end of the day, you got to think that COVID should have probably taught everybody a little lesson. Every now and then, We just need to take a break. We need to just take a break. Let the planet relax. Everybody relax, chill for about a month. Then we're gonna kick things back up and do it. So I don't know.
What I thought was cool about it is, there was this whole outline of who are non-essential workers. And it made you start thinking, like, yeah, all these people that are doing all these jobs are legitimately non-essential workers.
Yeah, a lot.
But the non-essential workers were the ones making the least amount of money.
Yes.
It was very bizarre.
When they said that, people should have reevaluated their life. When they said, well, only essential workers get to go to work, and you non-essential characters, y'all get to sweat it out. Now, how do you become non-essential? When you're not in control, when you're not a business owner, you're not a skilled laborer, you're non-essential. Because if you're an electrician, if you're a plumber, if you're a mechanic, all of them people are essential. If you just a 9 to 5, push the clock, anybody can do what you do, you non-essential. And people should have just thought, and that's kind of been the rise of I'm an entrepreneur, I just don't do anything in particular and stuff, kind of. When people say that I'm an entrepreneur, right away, so you don't do anything, so you don't have a skill. Okay, I got it. Because a person that has a skill never says they're an entrepreneur. Yeah. Ask somebody what they do, they're like, I'm a plumber, I'm a secretary, I'm a warehouse worker. You know what I mean? I'm a cab driver. I drive Lyft. No, when you say you're an entrepreneur, you don't do nothing. You, in particular, you don't have anything in particular that you do. You're doing everything at once. Whatever come up, like, yeah, I'm doing that. I'm doing that now. I'm in real estate now. I'm doing real estate now. Before
what does that mean? Yeah.
I'm doing real estate and stuff. I'm doing I'm selling life insurance. What? No.
I'm in business.
Yeah.
I'm in business.
But that's the entrepreneur. That's the entrepreneur. I'm in business. I'm a businessman and stuff. They just don't have any business.
I'm working for a hedge fund. Working for a hedge fund. I'm working for a hedge fund.
Well, see, in your neighborhood, you can get those kind of stories. I work for a hedge fund. Now, I'm just getting the entrepreneur dude over here. They just entrepreneurs and stuff. If they knew hedge fund, they'd probably say that. But no. And now we're getting financial planners, money managers.
You're part of a conglomerate.
Yeah, and don't forget the Bitcoin.
Okay.
Because they got Bitcoins going left and right. You better get you a Bitcoin. I'm like,
I'm in crypto.
Yes, I'm in crypto. That's it. Crypto. Yes, I'm in crypto. So people are just selling weird stuff that you can't pin down. And like I said, it's the same old movie. Because when I was in my 20s, mid-20s, it was selling life insurance. It was selling property investment. They had a deal back in the day. They had Kirby, always had Kirby. They had a deal back in the day where, you know how they build a housing development? Well, before they put the houses in, they're just lots. Well, this company sold investments in the lots before the home buyer bought the lot. So you would own this little lot in this housing development that's going to be a development one day because they already got it, the streets and got all the little lots. And then you can pay a small amount per month on this lot. And then when someone comes along and wants to put a house there, now you get to sell it to them for market value, blah, blah, blah. And if you've only put in a few $100 or a few $1,000, when they buy it, oh my God, you're winning. So back then, that was a pretty good investment idea because the development is not going to put the track where the houses are going to go without a builder that's going to build homes. But before the builder builds the homes, they're just the lots. So if a person can put together a sales program for the builder, when you first see them put the sign up, we're going to build some houses. Hey, look, Bob, look, as soon as you get these lots cranked out, and they already know what the layout is going to be. They already have the blueprint for where this size lot is going to be, where the roads is going to be. So, hey, look, Bob, I need that. I need that. I'm going to sell all of those lots before they're lots to people that are investing in the lots.
I'm at a point in my life where I am legitimately sick of all of this. This the money stuff. I love nature. I love God's creation. I just absolutely love nature, but I am so sick of this like money stuff. And I don't have financial problems, but like I am so sick of it. I am sick of going to the gas station and paying for gas and putting gas in my car. And I'm like, well, God just like created all this really crazy shit
that you don't ever enjoy.
God created this whole fucking planet and nobody gets to see it. What do? People live in like one city. And they'll live in like one city. Oh, they'll move to this other city. And they'll live there. And then they'll move to this other city. Do they get to see like, do they even get to see 1% of it? No. No. They don't get to see 1% of it.
Okay, I'll tell you what.
It's limited by financial resources and what people can do, but they're not like people are not able to see 1% of this cool planet that God created.
Okay, so check this out. Okay, so check this out. You got a great idea. All right. So now, how do we create this just for America to start? The American tour, where you get you pay a little bit and you get on this bus or whatever, and you get to tour. You just go through America and stuff, and see what is in this land, because a lot of people live and die in the same little state, in the same little community, and don't get to do anything because the way economics are set up, they can't afford it, can't squeeze it in But corporate America and some kind of a project like this, because corporate America just got money to throw away anyway. So it's a matter of coming up with a little great idea like this that's got multiple buses and are picking up people, kids. And we've been taking them on, like a camp. Because I was looking at here in Scottsdale, they had this day camp thing for kids, right? It had 10,000 machines, little arcade stuff, and it was $200 a week for your kid to go play with all this stuff. Now, it would be even better if that kid could be at camp and he's out in the wilderness, he's fishing, he's doing just being out in nature and stuff,
That's why I don't like Trump.
That's
because I literally don't like. If Donald Trump Jr. were to run for president, I would have a full support for him. Donald Trump Jr. likes to hunt and fish.
Oh yeah,
But
Trump ain't going to hunt.
There's all these interviews with Donald Trump, and it's like, well, do you hunt or fish? He's like, no, and I don't understand why my son likes to hunt and fish.
Oh
I'm
boy,
like, this guy's. I'm like, I can't relate with a guy. I
No,
can't
no.
relate with a guy as a Republican that doesn't like hunting or fishing and doesn't get it. I can't relate with that.
Well,
I can't.
see, that means he's not a real Republican.
Rhino, Republican in name only.
Yeah. Oh, Rhino, Republican in name only. Oh my God, man! I just went to political school. I've heard that name, but I've heard that term a bunch of times, but nobody broke it down at the same time.
It's Republican in name only, Rhino.
Yeah.
And I can't have it actually pisses me off because he has nothing to do with the Republican Party as far as I'm concerned.
No, he don't.
He doesn't represent it. It's like Republican in name only, and I'm all about that. I like hunting and fishing and stuff like that. His son Donald Jr. If his son Donald Jr. were to run, I'd be like, hell yeah, that's a great head for the Republican Party, theoretically or hypothetically.
Right, hypothetically.
Yes.
Hey, it almost theoretically came true. It was a close call. It might have been Trump Jr. Taking over the reins if they had got a direct hit. That is so weird too. Do you?
I don't believe that he was actually shot. I believe that he slapped a blood bag on his ear. I found no evidence that he was shot.
Right. Look, listen. Dude, you are. If it hadn't been for the fact that somebody else in the place actually was shot, you would have to think, hypothetically, that somebody in the Trump camp set that up. If it was real.
The problem with the whole thing is, and there was a secretary, the director of the Secret Service.
Oh yeah. Oh, she was horrible.
They put her on blast and she just resigned. I don't think she was horrible at all. The problem is there's footage to where you have three points where you have evidence of recoil on the roof that was pointed towards the alleged roof of the alleged shooter.
Right.
There are 3 points of alleged recoil. All of those represent the first 3 shots that were fired.
Right.
So you can see evidence of recoil there. So it was boom, boom, and then he popped the blood bag on his ear, I slowed down the footage. He had a blood bag in his hand. He popped it on his fucking ear. So there was that, and then they're saying that the guy Crooks or whatever fired 7 shots, and they fired 1, and you got evidence of recoil. The thing with the Crooks thing is you had 2 snipers right behind him on top of him.
Get that. And listen, I post the images of the snipers on the roof in their position. They were elevated than the shooter. Okay, which means that they had a visual on the shooter the entire.
The alleged shooter was literally right in front of them, and they were in the second story of the building, right behind the roof that the alleged shooter was in.
Uh-huh.
The alleged shooter was definitely not shot by anything that created a lot of blood or anything. It's a blood bag thing. Trump literally put a blood bag and popped a blood bag on his ear.
Well, you know what? You know what? Now that you bring that up, now we have to request a close-up of Trump's ear. Because
you don't have to. You have to look at the footage and slow down the footage.
Well, no. But no, what I'm saying is we have to call for that publicly so that now you got to produce a scarred ear.
That's not hard to do.
Well, no, he got to produce a scarred ear on the regular. And in his last 2 or 3 images, somebody's got to check. Somebody out there in the audience, check. We need a close-up of Trump's right ear.
That's not hard to do.
Yeah.
No, he popped a blood bag on his ear, and so did the alleged shooter. So a lot of people don't realize that the alleged shooter, they want to talk about him being part of this or being part of that. The alleged shooter was actually a cryptographer. And a small percentage of cryptographers make their way into financial cryptography, but typically most cryptographers end up in intelligence, whether it's a subcontractor for the CIA, the NSA, or the DIA. 95% of intelligence agencies are literally unknown, and they're contracted by the CIA, the NSA, or the DIA. But it's all cryptography, so you're not gonna look through somebody's records when they're a cryptographer as far as communications. So you can't.
We got a Jason Bourne situation here. With the Bourne episode.
I think we got something that's even weirder than that. Like weirder than that.
Oh boy. Okay. So what's your theory?
My theory?
Uh-huh.
Well, the guy Crooks, definitely a cryptographer.
Now explain what a cryptographer is.
A cryptographer is a user of cryptography. Typical applications of cryptography are encryption. In most cases, encryption involves one-way mathematical equations as a means of security or privacy.
Uh-huh.
So he was a cryptographer. The media is not speaking about that.
Right.
He was very educated in computer networking science.
Right.
So to be educated in that, you have to be educated in cryptography, which he was. He was a cryptographer. So who do cryptographers communicate with? Oh, they communicate with other cryptographers. Where would you find cryptographers? How are cryptographers scouted? Who is scouting cryptographers? Well, cryptographers scout cryptographers. Anyways, so they're claiming 7 shots were fired by the guy, and 1 shot was fired, and the 1 shot killed him. Blah blah blah. As far as the footage that I saw, I got to see 3 examples of recoil, which were the 3 first shots fired. I witnessed the 3 first examples of recoil in the footage, and I slowed down the footage. I watched Mr. Donald have a blood bag in his hand and pop it on his ear. And then, if that wasn't weird enough, as Donald got up, you had a weird Kim Jong-un haircut guy as he got up. And that guy really had to put something in the female agent's vest pocket right next to him. So you have, as everything's going and he gets up, there's a ginger lady with a ponytail.
Right. Yeah, I saw her in the footage.
She ends up placing herself right next to the guy with a Kim Jong-un haircut,
Mm-hmm.
who was right in Donald's face. He places something, which is the blood bag, right in her pocket, her vest pocket, and then he puts her arm around her when they surround.
Right.
I'm not lying.
No, I saw that footage.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I didn't see it slow down, but I saw that that deal because I've got another Republican friend. He sent me a bunch of clips. Yeah. It was a lot going on that scene. There was one scene that when they were when they were ushering him to the car, to the SUV, and there was this big truck parked there, and all of these guys in uniform were lined up behind the truck, and as they were putting Trump in the car, then they motioned for these guys to come out like in single file, double file rank and stuff, like robots. And it was weird. It was a lot of weird stuff. It looked like a movie with we don't know what we're supposed to be doing because this ain't real.
Yeah, and why do you think Cheadle resigned? If you're going to get treated that way as the director of the Secret Service, why would you want to be the director of the Secret Service anymore? And it's not like they don't have insurance and security. But
yeah, but the thing was, when they were asking her a number of questions she had no answer. It was like, nah, I can't tell y'all about that.
Yeah, but when the FBI comes back through and they're like, no, we literally have him on video using a fucking blood bag on his ear.
Right.
They literally have it on video. This guy taking the blood bag with a Kim Jong-un haircut guy, putting it in the female officer's vest pocket or whatever the fuck it is.
Right.
He put it in her vest. He literally put it in her vest pocket, and then he put his arm around her before he did that.
Damn.
The guy's gonna pull that out, and then he's gonna get indicted, and he's just gonna be locked up. So she can't say this is what's gonna happen because she didn't want to. Do you think she gives a goddamn fuck if she resigned or lost her job?
No, because she's got money. She's been in the agency forever.
She don't give a goddamn fuck. You know?
No, because at the end of the day, they don't get to find out anything. And now, whatever information she has, she just gets to say, all right, I'm out of here. Bye.
Yeah.
And I think she was appointed. Wasn't she appointed by during Trump's administration?
Probably.
Yeah, I heard something on the news yesterday that she got that position because she was a friend of somebody in the Trump family. Yeah. So, yeah, all of that could be just definitely possible. That's a different twist.
She did work there for 27 years in that agency, so that might have something to do with her qualifications. However, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know how they want to get you out when they can get you out. But if she knew,
she needed to be put in protective custody pertaining to what's happening. So she needed to get out. She probably intended on getting out. She's got to go into protective custody.
oh yeah, because she knows it. Yeah, you put a very interesting twist on the program.
Well,
that is
what is coming down the chute? Did she or did she not? Does she or does she not have to go into protective custody? Absolutely, she does.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I'm going to resign. Okay. She has to go in protective custody.
Yeah.
So.
That's interesting because she knows what she knows. And
she knows what the FBI is about to unleash, and the FBI is literally just going to fucking stuff Trump in prison, and he's not getting out. He's literally going to prison. He's not getting out.
Who's going to prison? Trump?
Yep.
Oh, if that was if he made that all up, that would be
No, if he's using resources that way, he did.
Yeah.
He's going to prison. Absolutely.
Well, okay.
He's getting stuffed, and it's not going to be like questionable, and he's not running for president. So then we have, Biden's gone, Trump's gone, and then
Lord. Don't even say it.
Was weird. You know what was weird about the Biden thing dropping out? And I learned this through one of my Bible study groups.
Uh-huh.
And Biden recently said, I won't drop out unless the Lord himself comes down and tells me that I need to drop out.
Right.
And the Lord himself isn't here right now. And then, like,
all of a sudden, he drops out. I guess.
He said he wasn't. He said he was not going to unless the Lord himself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Lord of the Ring. When the powers that be said, "Look, Joe." But think about this. Think about this. The Supreme Court ruled that the president is immune from prosecution for official duties. Now, who knows what a president's official duties may entail. But what if at this point, since there's already been an assassination attempt, that Biden puts out the real order as his final gesture and he can't get prosecuted for it?
Well, the Trump thing, that's going to come back to Trump, and that's going to actually, it's going to be, well, he participated in an actual murder because somebody was actually murdered there.
Oh, yeah. That did happen.
So he's going to be a participant pertaining to an actual murder in that. And that's a different egg.
Oh man, this is you was a call from heaven, just out of the universe. You just, man, you got too much information. That blood bag, oh no, that's gonna be all over the news.
No, it won't. No, it won't. So the Crooks who was allegedly shot.
Uh-huh.
That was a blood bag dealio too. And if he was actually shot by a 50 cal, his brains would have been blown all over the fucking place. There would have been
oh yeah, it would have been bad.
Bullshit. It would have been really bad. There was no blood virtually, and what was visible was allegedly instantly dry. That was a blood bag dealio as well.
Yeah, that is interesting. You're gonna have to send me some of that footage. You're gonna have to send me some of that footage. Slow down. So I'm gonna have to bring you back on this show as a foreign correspondent.
I'm on a lot of these, man. I like getting on these podcasts, and I like talking to random people.
Yeah. No, this was a good one.
Do you know about the whole trolling thing?
Well, not really. I don't get into that. People call me a troll, but I don't know what's the deal on the trolling?
I have a buddy, and me and him will get into these groups as we'll just like get in there, and sometimes it's just super funny because I'll give you an example. We had a group where it was like a stoner group, and we got in. There was just two guys smoking pot on their webcams, and we got in. We were like, "Hey, how's it going?" Blah blah blah, and then we just started talking shit to each other, and we went back and forth, and we were just shit talking each other bad. We were watching the expressions on the guys' faces. We were just ripping into each other. It was hilarious.
Oh man.
Yeah, we'll go into all these groups and we'll talk about anything for the most part. And it's not that we're trolling, it's just I don't know. We get into this weird information junkie thing, and
no, dude, that is a oh hell no, that's a show for my TV. No, the trollers. And then you get to explain.
If you want to do the trollers, I've got the crew.
Yeah. And the deal is what you can have my link. You can have the link to the show. Okay, so you and your partner, you'll be live on a phone, a setup, so I can see, so that my viewers can see what you.
Do you use StreamYard?
Yeah, I use StreamYard and I use Restream too.
I typically we will target StreamYard.
Okay.
So typically, if I'm targeting something, I'll just target a StreamYard and I'll jump in on a StreamYard. We'll do that. And right now, we've been targeting we haven't been targeting. It's not like we're targeting anything. It's just we're having fun, but it's like religious stuff, and there's this whole like free grace movement in Christianity, and we don't believe in that.
Wait a minute, it's called what? Free what?
Free grace.
Free grace.
So the whole thing about free grace is they're like, well, it's free grace, which there's nothing about free grace in the King James Bible. It does say that, you know, blah, 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 there's grace and blah, 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 but you get the gift of salvation.
Right.
That's what it essentially says. And they're like, no, it's free grace. You can do whatever you want, and it's free. And
well, you know what? You know what? That is the same thing about repent. So you can be a murderer, go out and savagely murder 5,000 people, and then say, hey, you know what? I come to Jesus. I'm going to repent for my sins, and all is going to be forgiven, and I'm going to heaven tomorrow. I'm like, no, you're not.
That is the same philosophy of the free grace community, and it's
right.
a huge community. There are a lot of people that really like the idea of that.
Oh yeah, because they want to be able to do bullshit on the side.
They're saying that I'm a devil's child, and I'm like, well, you know what? I kind of like accountability. So if I have to go to hell, I guess I'm going to have to be sent to hell or into a lake of fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the Christian conversation because I like to push them through their belief. You know, okay, so you believe this, and okay, so now why do you believe that, and what does that do, and when have you seen that work? And I mean, you know, the whole thing, because most of the people that say they are Christians or something are just a cult followers. They don't know anything really about the religion. They haven't did any biblical study. For instance, are you familiar with the Council of Nicaea?
No.
Okay. The Council of Nicaea happened in 325-ish AD, right? At the Council of Nicaea, Roman bishops got together and created the character Jesus. Now, think about this. Prior to Jesus, how did all, say, religious people communicate with God? How did like Moses? How did Abraham? How did these characters in the Bible communicate with God?
I would say they probably communicated with God via psychotronic worms, and I would state that Isaiah stated that he was a worm, and Jesus quoted that, and Jesus stated that he was a worm. So
okay.
I would claim that it would be a matter of psychotronic worms as far as the means of communication.
Okay. Now, let's say we could make it simple. That they communicated with God directly. They just talked to God. They're like, yo, God, hey, look, man, okay, we got to go to burning bush. We got to go to the little mountain. We got to go over here. Wherever we got to go, we talk to God directly. God talked, because everybody's always said, yep, God spoke, whether it was in their head or whether or not it was a actual voice. But the reality of it is, prior to Jesus, everybody communicated with God directly. All of the men in the Old Testament communicated with God directly. Okay, well, when Christianity, when Constantinople and them decided that, we like this idea of Jesus and a God, and we don't have to beat these people over the head to keep them in line. We can use this book. But if these people can talk to God directly, how are we going to get them in the church? How are we going to get the tithes? How are we going to keep making money in the church if they can talk to God directly? We need a guy in the church. So Jesus comes with the church, and the church comes with tithes and offerings. Because if you remember the early story before the crucifixion, what were the Romans and the Jewish hierarchy doing in the church? They were making money. And Jesus...
I think we had problems way before then, but are you familiar with Melchizedek?
No.
If you're not familiar with Melchizedek, biblically, Melchizedek's kind of a big deal. Melchizedek's my favorite figure in the Bible, even though Melchizedek was mentioned basically only one time.
Well, yeah, that would be the reason why nobody know who he is. So at what point in the Bible were they brought up and why?
Melchizedek, so back in the days where, so Melchizedek was the king and priest of Salem or Shalem, which is now known as Jerusalem.
Okay.
He was the king and the priest, which was significant because in Jewish culture with the Levites, people were priests. They weren't king and priest.
Right.
So they were priests of like the Levitical priesthood or whatever, which that's the Illuminati that people talk about. They just want to blame it on Freemasons. Anyways, Melchizedek was the king and priest of Salem or Shalem, which is now known as Jerusalem, but at the time it was a Canaan territory. He is known as the individual that blessed Abraham.
Mm-hmm.
So biblically, he's like the biggest deal in the whole Bible, period, but he's only mentioned one time.
Interesting.
That's something that you should probably look into if you like stuff like that. The Dead Sea Scrolls. He is the Messiah in the Dead Sea Scrolls.
No, for me, I would rather have someone like yourself speak on that and then let other people in the audience or that might hear it say, "Oh no, he's full of it," and stuff. And then we get the conversation going back and forth like that. So
I try to, like, when it comes to stuff like that, I try to be like as accurate and pinpoint as possible.
Right.
Because I know there's people that know more than me, but like if I don't know anything about a topic, I won't really speak on it.
Right.
It's not appropriate.
Oh no, no doubt. No doubt. A lot of people do that though. A lot of people will claim a lot of people get a little, like an educated fool, get a little bit of information about something, and then to hear them talk about it, they are an authority on it. They're preaching it. They go to prison for a couple of years and come back, a philosopher.
Well, when you're there, you got a lot of time to read, but
yeah, time on your when were out and didn't think you had enough time, well, now you got plenty of time.
Yeah. You want to trade a book for a suit? Yeah.
You know, we're gonna have to do this again. We're gonna have to do this again. I got your
my phone number?
yeah, I've got your phone number. It's on my caller ID, the 517 number. And
You can text me ahead of time and
yeah.
just label my name as Sam. You can text me ahead of time. It depends on what I'm doing.
Uh-huh.
I have a 24-hour drive coming up on a Friday. But I mean, I work a lot too. But I do hang out and drink beer. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I drink a ton of beer.
Yeah.
I'm like a hillbilly guy, and I drink a bunch of beer.
So what's your beer of choice?
It's always been Budweiser. I never changed. I started drinking Budweiser when I was 15. I just kept drinking Budweiser.
Now, are you red can Budweiser or blue?
Blue can ain't Budweiser. That's not Budweiser. The blue thing. That's water with a little bit of beer in it.
With a little bit of, I'm gonna have to. I can remember years ago drinking Budweiser in the red can, and it always gave me a headache. But I'm gonna have to try the red. I'm gonna have to try the original again and stuff.
Gave you a headache? What the hell?
Well, see, I'm primarily a liquor drinker. I'm from the South. I'm raised on moonshine, so I'm not really a beer drinker. But when I'm trying to cut back on liquor, it's like maybe my liver or something is probably giving way, and I'm thinking, well, maybe just beer will help it and stuff, So I drink a little beer to keep from drinking for real. And
I don't get headaches unless I'm consuming something that has sugar in it. And if I'm consuming something that has sugar in it, I will get a headache. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I'll have a bad hangover. It's a sugar hangover.
Sugar is what makes the potency of the alcohol in the fermentation stage, and sugar and alcohol are pretty much the same.
But beer, I mean, you get yourself a nice can of Budweiser. I mean, that's a nice lager, smooth. And that's real good.
Well, my grandfather's sister, when I was growing up in the South, was a bootlegger, and she made a homemade beer that we called homebrew. Back then, it kind of looked like coffee with cream, and it was so potent that she used to sell it by the half pints in a mason jar, half pints and pints for like 50 cents and $1. And one half pint little jar of that, oh, you'd be done, man. You'd be passed out.
When I was a young man, my dad was in with the farm guys, and there was a certain time of year where it was cider time. And they'd load up the 55 or whatever it was. It was like a giant wooden drum. It was like 55 gallons or something.
Mm-hmm.
They'd load that up in the basement. And they would load that giant drum up in the basement, and You know, it would get better with time. I'll
Yeah.
put it that way.
Yeah. Those were the days. That's what we're going to be getting back to. We're going to be making our own liquor, wine, because for me, being from the South, any kind of fruit, I don't care, plums, cherries, black.
It's not hard to make your own booze.
Yeah, no. And it's a lot safer.
Yeah.
So I have some ingredients for some homemade beer. I've been planning to make a batch for my great aunt, so I can, in memory of her, I need to make a batch and put it on the market and stuff. But hey,
You're gonna put it on the market.
yeah. I mean, because
yeah.
because now you can be a micro brewer.
You don't want the ATF to find out about that, man. The ATF's gonna show up at your house and be like, "Hey, motherfucker."
Oh yeah. Yeah, they will. They will. But hey, you got to do what you got to do nowadays. They got their hands full and stuff trying to figure out this last little caper. And it's going to be interesting as we inch toward November. We should be getting a lot more details about that. You got to send me the video. You got to send me some video. And because my email is on the podcast, you got to send me some. So now, what was it? Your name, Sam? You said call you Sam?
Yeah. Sam.
Yeah. Don't, you can call me Sam, but just don't call me. What was that name? Don't call me Ray.
Don't call me Shirley.
Oh man. Oh, you said you was doing something with comedy. What were you doing with comedy?
Oh, well, I'm the brand manager for a comedy channel, and we've actually not released anything for about 2.5 months.
Oh, dude, I've been planning on doing a comedy deal. I got a routine that I made up called the Shit Show. And the one part of it is about the shit you missed. And I talk about, everybody refers to everything as shit. Man, you should have saw that shit the other day. And you're like, what? Oh man, you missed it. You should have been there. Bullshit happened.
That sounds like absolutely extraordinary, and I can't wait to see it.
Yeah. So I do the shit show about the shit you missed. But what I want to try to do is bring comedy to podcast TV, where you remember the guy Byron Allen. He used to do a comedy show on cable, and he just have comedians sit in, and they just sit around and bullshit and tell jokes and whatever. Well, I'm thinking about doing the same thing with like StreamYard or something where you got 4 or 5 or 6 guys that are comedians, and they're just fucking telling jokes and shit.
I've got 3 guys that will rip each other apart in live time on StreamYard, and it will be really, really funny and ridiculous and unbelievably ridiculous.
Oh, let's set it up.
Okay, well, you have my phone number, and
yeah, I'll promo it as like the comedy blowout or something weird, and then I'll text you like the day before or something to kind of see what your schedule is, and then
I can get my posse of trolls.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Speaking of that troll thing, dude, I like that. because the people on the live, or even if you do it on a post, like somebody will post something, pretty stupid or whatever it is, and then you and somebody else get on the post, and then instead of y'all talking about what's going on at the post, for you guys are just going back and forth at each other about other stuff that don't even pertain to the freaking post. But that and it'll look organic, but it's not. That's just I like that. I like that because I think sometimes people do that unknowingly. Like, for instance, I'll get on somebody because I just like to correct people when they say dumb shit on social media. So I'll see a stupid post, right? And then I'll comment on it. And instead of somebody on the post saying, yeah, that's right, that's pretty, there'll be friends or something of the people that made the post. And then what they'll do is attack you. And then 2 or 3 other people will just start chewing, yeah, get off of here. Wah, 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 wah. And I'm like, and
that's stupid. That's stupid because like we don't even care about what the fuck people are saying.
Yeah.
We will just raise hell and we will start attacking each other. So we'll get into a StreamYard, and we're actually nice people,
right?
Even though it might not sound like we're nice people.
Well, it's not supposed to sound like you're nice people.
And by the way that we actually talk to each other, it won't sound like we're nice people, but we are nice people.
Right, right.
We're nice to the actual people that have nothing to do with us, but they're going to be experiencing the terror.
Yeah. And so what you guys do if they have a live link, or you guys just get in the chat?
We'll just get into the StreamYard, and we'll be like nice to everybody, and then next thing you know, we'll start fighting with each other.
Right. Oh man.
We're competitively like getting after it. People, a prime example, like I said before, like there were just 2 guys hanging out, and they had like a pot podcast where they were just smoking joints together, and they're like, hey, yeah, this is great. And we went into this pot thing, and these 2 people are just hanging out. It's 2 different screens, 2 different guys, just smoking joints or whatever, and we start getting into arguments, and shit hits the fucking fan.
Right.
They're like sitting there. They're like, "What in the fuck is this?" While they're smoking their pot. We're throwing down. It's
So you guys are just going back and forth in the chat.
Yeah, we're friends.
Yeah. No, but I'm just saying, you guys are going back and forth on their chat screen.
No, we'll get into the StreamYards.
Oh, hell no. Yeah.
So we'll get into the StreamYards, and everybody's talking, and we're like really nice to everybody, which we're very nice people.
Right.
Everybody, we'll get into the StreamYards. We're very nice to everybody. We'll let everything we'll shoot the shit, and go through the stuff, and then we'll start like one of us will throw a nudge at the other, and then we'll start just going into this like bitch fest one at another, whether it's 2 of us or 3 of us. And we'll just start fucking getting
Have you ever been on Bigo, whatever it is?
I don't know what that is. No.
Oh, now Bigo, whatever it is, it has a open chat like that, and you can just troll it, and you'll see different groups, and they'll have 3 or 4 or 5, 8 people on, and that would be, oh, dude, what you're talking about now, to be able to jump on to.
I don't like I'm actually pretty busy,
Mhm.
and I accidentally encountered this. I accidentally encountered people that are like really good at being trolls the way that I am, but I don't make a habit out of it.
Right.
And, they're just intelligent and intellectuals and blah blah blah.
No, that's pretty. That's like getting pranked or punked or something. We just punked your podcast. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Now that we've said that, now people are going to be doing. That's going to be like the popular freaking thing. People are going to be doing that everywhere.
Well, I don't understand why we don't have more challengers when we get into our StreamYard shit shows.
Well, you know, because
I welcome everybody to get into our StreamYard shit shows and get in there.
well,
Have some fun.
well, because people have gotten so used to on this social media thing with not communicating. And what you're talking about is like serious interaction and ad lib, just off the cuff. And no, we in a whole dumbed down generation. They just going to eat popcorn and watch.
Never mind. I'm not gonna go there.
What? No, you got to. No.
I was about to go into like a weird character, and I'm not gonna go there.
No. I'm already 3 hours and 5 minutes into the show. This is the after midnight terror in the morning. Because what I was
This is the Tom Green Show.
Mhm.
This is my favorite show because it is my show. This is my favorite show.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, man, look. The deal is, well, you wouldn't know. Your father would know about the days of talk radio before TV. When what I thought podcast was going to do, and I think some podcasts do it.
What were you saying about Phil Hendry?
About who?
Phil Hendry. What were you saying about Phil Hendry?
I don't even know who Phil Hendry is. Must have been a character in my own imagination that I haven't like really got acquainted with yet. But
you know that Temptation song where it's like, just my imagination.
Running away with me. Yeah. See, the thing is, they're going to get silent, but old people have to figure out how to take a leap in the process of all of that. But to echo podcast like story where Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah. We're gonna have that one. I'll be 74 this year, so I've been taking prostate medication since my mid-40s. Otherwise, you're gonna be standing somewhere like you really gotta go, and it'll be real, and you'll be fucking dying. Like, oh, will it release? Oh my God, you're doing everything. You feel like your bladder is gonna bust. And like 4 drops, huh? Yeah, that's it.
was a Chumbawamba song, and it was freaking incredible.
Well, that should be like the old guys' theme song. Drip, 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 drip. Yeah, that. Oh, horrible, horrible. You would like wish that it would just. No, nah, nope. It's trickling. It's trickling. And when you're in the car and you're thinking, I got to go to the store. Should I get in the car and just go to the store? Should I go to the bathroom first, then get in the car and go to the store? Because as soon as you get in the car and crank the car up, you got to pee. And when you get to pee, you can't pee. So I don't know what guys do that don't have good medication for that, but the medication that I take, it works fantastic and stuff. So because you don't get that back in the day when you were a kid, you're a little boy, and you could like pee, you could have that stream, you had to see how far you could like the guys that have a pissing contest, is that see how far you could be like, now, hell no. You got to lean all the way over to see that stream. You won't be able to rear back and nope. Sorry, buddy. Not gonna happen. So you'll get there. There'll be one day. It'll be happening.
That's why I've recently turned my faith over to Christ, and I have a song that I'd like to share with you.
Okay.
And it goes something like this. Jesus Christ is my Savior. He died on the cross. If not, I'd be lost. Satan is a fucking cocksucker. He's really fucking gay. And he sucks balls. How do you like it? Was it good?
You know, I'm going to get hate calls for that. He had some guy on there talking about he was going to sing a Jesus song. It wasn't a Jesus song at all. I'm like, I'm not responsible. I'm not responsible for the content. As a matter of fact, this is the first show in a long time that I put a disclaimer on it. I'm like, the Things to Use is not responsible for the content of this program. This guy has issues, and whatever you do not.
You're telling me that my faith in the Lord is issues because
no.
That really offensive.
No. You've got to have faith in the Lord or a Lord. I mean, we don't want to get confused because they used to have lard back in the day. That was like this white grease stuff that they used to cook with. You may not remember, but
cook my food in the Lord, baby, now.
Trust in the Lord. Amen, brother. Amen. As a matter of fact, we may have to go into Bible study at this particular.
Dude, I just came from a Bible study, and that's what I'm all about.
Oh yeah. Well, that's good.
I'm all about Bible studies, man. So let's get into these Bible studies right now. That's my thing.
As a matter of fact, what we need is a Bible person. Is there a Bible person out there? I shared the link. I need a Bible, real Bible thumper. I'm talking about doom, doom, doom. I mean, everywhere you go, you got a Bible. You're going doom, doom, doom.
You need to get a hold of the channel that I'm a brand manager of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you need to get a hold of that guy. He is the ultimate Bible person.
Oh boy,
Comedian simultaneously.
that should be a Bible joke. That you come in, you got a Bible, and you thumping it, doom, 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 doom. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? I'm a Bible thumper. What? Yeah, I'm about doom, doom, doom. Do you know anything about what's inside the Bible? No. I'm a Bible thumper. That's all I do. Doom, doom, doom. Hey, I mean, I'm just saying.
I'm not lying. The guy that I'm speaking of, the comedian, he is an ex Jehovah's Witness.
Mm-hmm.
He's older than I am. I just turned 36 a few days ago, but probably 40 or something.
Yeah.
Which is gay. You know, being that old is just gay. He's a Bible banger because he grew up as a Jehovah's Witness.
Uh-huh.
And
oh yeah, he thinks he's Jesus.
He's a comedian, and he takes the whole thing to a different level. But it's educated biblically.
Right. So he keeps some biblical truth and just make it fun.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That would be weird. That would be like Mary coming to the tomb and the rock was rolled away. And Mary's like, oh, hell no. I ain't gonna get no check. I got to have a body here for my alimony. Oh, anyway. What's going on?
I think that you should dig the guy up and look at his stuff.
Yeah, text me his information. And I'll
can I just like text the video to you?
Yeah.
And okay, I'll do it right now.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Right. Do you guys want to blab for like more, or are you done? Or
well, hell, I've been here like 3 hours right now. I ain't like blabbed out, but I might have to do some blabbing later on today. Yeah, because I do car interiors too. So I've got a car, a 70-something Volkswagen that I'm doing.
I heard you worked in one of those Asian massage parlor places.
You know what? I have one of those portable massage tables. And what I'm thinking is that there are a lot of old chicks that the chances of somebody rubbing on them is slim to none. So I'm thinking about opening up my own wrinkle rubber. You know, I just try to smooth them out a little bit, you know. Some of them wrinkles has been there for a while, and it's gonna take a lot of rubbing and stuff to rub the wrinkles out. But
oh yeah, dude. I bet that's like dude.
Can you imagine? Because I saw a lady. Hold on. I saw a lady the other day. She was skinny, but she had wrinkles, and I was thinking, man, you rub that skin and all of it'll roll from her waist all the way down to her ankle. Then you go rub that skin all the way back up. Oh my God. Because it ain't a muscle. She have not one muscle. I know it wasn't a muscle nowhere on her body, but skin. Said
Yeah,
skin.
boy. Oh yeah.
Said
yeah.
skin. And I was like, oh boy, this is just gonna be you talking about hitting the skins. This is like bacon. This is like rubbing down some bacon. I'm like, mm-mm.
Oh yeah.
But a big chick now, think about that. You got places that you gotta get duct tape and move it over to the side and tape it. Now hold it right there. Hold it right there. Don't let all of that whale move back on you while you're down in a crease trying to rub it out. And you get a whole half a belly and a side all across your ear.
God didn't create all of that woman for you to let it go to waste.
Well, no, you can flop it around and stuff. Hell yeah. You could almost have a band with that. You're gonna flop on the front, flop on the back and stuff, pull it all the way back and let it go. Oh man. Mm-mm. No, you're gonna have every overweight lady in the world sending us hate mail. Mike and Sam. The Mike and Sam show. Oh, hell yeah. We might be able to work with that. So y'all can call in, talk to Mike, or talk to Sam, or talk to Mike and Sam at the same time.
I don't have time for that, but I have people that are really, really good.
Well, I mean, since you're the brand guy, you can take the...
No, I'm not. I'm just a brand ambassador for something that has nothing to do with this.
Well, I know, but you can be a brand ambassador for Phoenix Street News. Yeah.
I've got some ammo for this type of thing, and
yeah.
I think if you were to run it for a test run, it would probably like hurt your feelings in a way because it's so bizarre and weird.
Well, I mean, life is bizarre and weird.
Okay. Well, if that's something you want to get at, I got some ammunition that is very, very different.
Oh, okay. Strange.
And smart, intelligent, educated at the same time.
Oh boy.
Intellectually superior, and
okay.
You know.
Oh yeah, we can work with that.
If you want to get like bulldozed by fucking weird, crazy trolling shit, just literally just human beings.
Yeah.
You know, babies that came out of women's vaginas that grew up to be weird.
They grew up to be weird. It's some of that vagina juice. Some of that vagina juice is probably in your ear. It is probably just leaked in. And that's the last thing you want to do is get vaginal fluid in your ear. That's not good.
People were like talking to Nick Bostrom and they were like, "What's the scariest thing?" And they were like trying to talk to Nick Bostrom about AI. Like, what's the scariest thing? And he's like, babies.
AI babies?
Babies? No, not AI babies. Just babies. Like what fucking humans can become. These babies can become something that is very, very terrifying to some. And I can bring on some guests on another show, and
there's got some terrifying babies.
God has created some terrifying children.
Yeah,
it might have been Adam, technically, according to what you were saying earlier. Which that was a cool skit, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to almost every time I do it a little different, but it's still the basic story of man and God are the same. It's what the gist of the story is. But nobody likes that story. Like, oh no.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I thought it was like super cool, and I loved it.
Well, thank you.
It was really clever.
And,
I think if you were to tell that 20 years ago, I think 20 years ago, before the information age and the crazy transfer of information took off.
Right.
I think 20 years ago that thing would have been a banger, and I thought it was a banger out of the chute because
Well, thank you.
It was really good.
Yeah, well, thank you. I took me a minute to figure it out, but once you get my age, you're supposed to have some stuff figured out and come up with a way to tell the old story a new way. And it's almost like having a great idea that you didn't want anybody else to find out about it, so you hid it and then you forgot where it was. It's kind of where humans are right now.
It's almost like something, but not.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's like that.
Yeah.
Not.
Yeah, that. Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty close, So, that's all. Yeah, just kind of like that right there. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it's like that, but not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the thing about it is that is the way people communicate now in real life that are not texting. When they're texting, oh man, oh, he's a genius and stuff. And then they're using abbreviations and stuff like shorthand, and you don't know what's going on. And then when you see them in person, I'm like, what are you saying? Well, and this and that, and like that right there. And I'm like, no, I know. But online, they got a whole little conversation that's stupid too. But I mean, they put a lot of words in there. But in real life, no words. No words come out in real life. We've lost communication skills.
What in the fuck did you get yourself into?
See, I hate to start talking because what happens is
Are you gonna bring them into this conversation or what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, where are they? Hook these people.
Would you like me to speak to these people?
Yeah, speak to them. Speak to these people. Ladies and gentlemen, we are bringing on mystery people. Now, I want you all to relax, be patient. This is not going to take long, but then again, it might. I need you. It's early in the morning. You don't have shit to do. That's the reason why you're listening. Otherwise, you'd be asleep, getting ready to go to work tomorrow. Well, today. But no, you're still awake. And we're all here together. And Sam is bringing on mystery guests.
Hey.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Is this the guest?
Hello.
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 Hello. Is this Sam's guest?
How many baby mamas do you think that I have, dog? For realsies.
According to what part of this country you're in. If you're in Mississippi, you probably got about 7. And if you're in Illinois, it's a toss-up right there. You might, 3 or 4. 3 or 4 at least. Anywhere in the hood, you got 3 or 4 baby mamas. Unless you're in the trailer park. Now, trailer park.
I've got 47 baby mamas in my baby mama account, dog, for realsies. Ain't even playing with you.
Oh boy, Mr. Sugar Daddy. Ooh-wee. He said he was a carpenter and a plumber. Went to plumbing school. Gotta have plumbing if you got them many baby mamas. Ain't no doubt about it there, y'all.
The baby mamas love the plumbers.
Yes, they do. Where is the pipe? He's like, I got it with an elbow on it. Ooh, we hooking ovaries today. That's the plumber you want to come over. Fix
I've got 47 baby mamas in my baby mama account, dog, for realsies. Ain't even playing.
He ain't even playing. He said that verbatim. Did y'all hear that? He had 47 baby mamas in his account. He ain't even playing. That was ingenious. I'm going to have to start working with this guy. This is nuts. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the What's Up with Radicalmike show. Y'all already know how we do it. We do it different. Ain't no doubt about it around here. Can we play some music for y'all? We've been talking Kamala ain't one of us. Y'all already heard that part. Let me play a song for y'all. Since y'all play some upbeat.
Her sexy body, all on my body. She's so naughty, she likes to party. Her sexy body, all on my body.
I got this loud in my ear.
She likes to party. Her sexy body. Oh yeah, let me see that body. Let me see what you working with. And the way she moves, the way she dance, the way she work them hips. Yeah, because you know that she get it on. When she dance, cause you know she like the song. She's hot like fire all day long. Oh baby, let's go get it on. See me on back and you know that, cause you know she got it from the back. Hey, yeah. Let me see that body, sexy body, all on my body. She's so naughty, she likes to party. Her sexy body, all on my body. And she's so naughty, she likes to party. Her sexy body. She stole my heart like a robbery. She smells so sweet like potpourri. Everything she do on top of me. Sex game and she like what she see. But they'll be on the dance floor. Cause she know like I get more. Cause she's hot fire, I'm a door. Cause you know that I'm gonna honor. I'm a carnivore when I'm gonna eat her. Cause you know that you know I wanna be her. Like Michael Jackson. Cause you know she's on top of me. People always see what the strobe like. I'm a babyless kicking on a Friday night. She's looked so sexy, alright. Her sexy body, all on my body. And she's so naughty, she likes to party. Her sexy body, all on my body. And she's so naughty, she likes to party. Her sexy body, all on my body.
Okay, that was Sexy Body All Over My Body by, I don't know who the hell it's by. But interesting song. Yes, Sam. Next time we're gonna have to do the. Oh Lord Jesus, Sam is going on 4 o'clock. What time is it in Florida? Oh shit! I think the music might have got the Sam. Hang up on Sam on the low. Sorry, Sam. Got to go. But that was great. Great call. Appreciate Sam calling in from Florida, checking out the show, trolling StreamYard. It's all good. Kamala, I ain't quite a color girl, but I play one real good, and y'all don't know the difference. Until next time, we outside, baby. PhoenixStreetNews.com. Check out the TV at PhoenixStreetNews.com and radio now playing 24/7. Y'all be easy breezy. Be safe. Next time. Bye.